And we are back with more Elden Ring. Last time we left off, we've cleared the Moonlight Plateau area. So we kind of like finished up Rani's story. And right before that, we had finished up Fia's story. And Dee's brother's story. And there's Darius' story near the pot people. That's wrapped up. We have wrapped up quite a lot of like little side NPC stories so far. In theory, Alexander might be somewhere around here. But yeah, for today, we're going to start things off by exploring kind of this area, because way back when, we found this statue pointing to a crypt, but the crypt didn't seem to be accessible from, like, neither up there or in Dragonburrow, which would imply that it would be accessible from down here somewhere. Like, hopefully it should be pretty easily spotted, although it would have been a bit easier to kind of, like, check this region previously. Oh. Okay, got some wrought-on spears around here. It's hard to tell basically what would have been the full perimeter of the boss fight in this area versus like what's new, open like area. But let's see here. All right. Crypt pointer thing is pointing this way. The big question is going to be whether it's like down here or along the cliffside, and if the cliffside isn't accessible via, I would assume, some sort of like wind tunnel. Okay, we're getting some rain around here. Like, if there's any sort of wind tunnel, I'd imagine it being near these giant pillars. Not seeing anything out of the ordinary yet. Well, let's check. Okay, I mean, still seems like something should be around here, according to the pointing Reaper. Though I wonder if maybe something appeared up above after we took down Radon. That would, like, help us gain access to the cliffs themselves. I'm so tempted to go out there and see if we can't get to that, shipwreck. Huh, yeah, like, not seeing anything here, but like, the big question kind of remains, so if not via here, then how do we get to the cliffside? Because we have tried previously looking from above downward. So yeah, let's see if like at the very tail end of this like long ruined step thing, if maybe not a wind tunnel. But yeah, we might need to teleport back up and maybe see if anything's like appeared up there. I guess a big issue we suffered from previously, kind of looking up going down, was just some of the distances that we'd had to drop were definitely not survivable. But okay, looks like... yeah, I'm guessing that right above us, so if we're staring this way, yep, so that's the fort, Fort Ferrith. So we would have to teleport basically over to the Erd Tree. The Dragonburrow Cave is a bit kind of a ways away there, but it's kind of like wrap back around. So yeah, it might be easier going to Fort Ferrith and then kind of going that direction and seeing if there's a drop down there. And then just one last look around here, given you'd think things appeared, but they might have altered the train up there with the assumption, like, you know, the battle down here jostled something. Because, yeah, not seeing any proper way up. Now that said, while we're all the way over here... Ooh, okay. During... Nope. I was like, during the nighttime, do we get kind of the full night sky coming back here? Like, right after when we beat Radon the first time? But, not really. But, like I said, I do want to try and see that shipwreck area. I feel like if they're going to hide any secret, I don't think we can actually get to the shipwreck area, but if they're going to hide something, having it be way over here, far away from like where Radon was proper, I could see them doing that. Either that or we come back to this area later on for like a different type of boss fight, because I mean, why make the arena so big, right? You'd think they'd put other things in here. And I guess technically Radon himself had quite a few gimmicks and what have you. It's like, it takes such a long time just to run torrent through all this stuff. Like I thought, no pathway to the shipwreck, sadly. But I was just kind of curious if they would hide Alexander somewhere here, the giant pot warrior. Since again, after the battle with Radon, we saw him shoving dead bodies into himself. To make himself stronger, which I guess that's how the pot warriors work. Which does make me think that a young pot warrior probably has Darius inside him. Alright. Slowly rush back inwards here. You know, probably easier to teleport over to Star Scourge Radon warp point. Alright. Then, real quick, I want to check out that fallen pillar over here. In case that's somehow a bit easier to get to. For, like, things on the upper area. I imagine not, but making sure, because I really thought that new parts would be open from down here. And there are definitely quite a few ruins over here. But it's hard to tell, like, what they kind of, like, fully capped off during the Radon fight. Because we teleported into this arena, but that doesn't mean that the entire arena wasn't maybe surrounded by, like, an additional, you know, gold fog door wall. Okay, and this pillar here, we can't, like, run up it, right? Not in a way that seems like it's intentional. Alright, so I'll check over here for any doors built into the cliffside, and then we will teleport up back to Dragon Burrow and see if maybe there's not a more safe falling, like, platform cadence. We didn't see any graves before, but maybe, you know, Battle with Radon jostled something? Oh yeah, there was still, in hindsight, there were doors over in the castle that were closed previously still. Yeah, we look down in this area. Wonder who gave us those runes just now. We never did go to the front door of Radon's castle, because we were attacked the last time. We know we can do a warp point over at Port Gale, but trying to run back in there. I don't think we can kind of like wrap back around the other way. Passable Great Bridge. I'm still shocked that they attack us after we've won the tournament and everything. But yeah, I do wonder basically going into the main door would not kind of give us access to a few of those doors that were sealed that we saw treasure in before. But let's focus on that mystery at a different time. Let's go over to Fort Ferrith. Time to check the cliffside from above yet again. I keep forgetting if that dragon there actually moves or not. But despite the fact we've been taking down dragons left and right, don't know if we're ready to take down a dragon of that size, if it's even targetable. But alright. Where is this crypt and how do we get there? Yeah, it's like the few points to fall via all seem pretty lethal. Yep. Did not see that gap. Good to know. Boy, how many runes did we lose? I think we spent most of them last time, so I don't think we're sitting on too many runes, but hardly the most heroic way to go out there. Alright. Back over here. Let's try not to die when trying to get these. Alright, cool. Okay, only 4,000. just a few monsters here would already kind of give us that amount. Alright, we can probably hop down into the wind tunnel here. Okay, so is there a way to descend safely? I mean, there's technically a platform down there, but... Okay, we have our rainbow stones. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking maybe it's like a matter of trying to parkour down those routes. Because they do seem pretty suspicious. There's the dung over here. Alright, this might be quite foolhardy. But... okay. So we survived that. Drink. Back on torrent. Okay, aiming for here. So I wonder if this actually was accessible all along without having to actually fight Radon. Whew, okay. Alright, down there. I wonder if that giant warrior is going to get up or not. Yep, Rune Arc. We know we can usually, like, stumble these guys. Okay, good. Need to try and take advantage of this. Because their core is going to be pretty vulnerable. Oof, okay. Okay, don't like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I wonder if I can get that as an ability, because lasers are cool. Come on, take a fall. Alright, puncture again. Start building up the stagger yet once more. Don't mind if I do. I get the vibe that probably if he does die, we get his axe. But I imagine it's going to be one of those, like, you need a lot of our, like, int and strength to wield this. Okay, good. Less good that he fell into the terrain. Stop. want to die at the last hurdle, as it were. All right, this time stay above ground. Excellent. Aww. I really thought we would get his weapon. And or, like, I kind of figured the weapon would come with the laser ability, but if not that, then maybe just like a spell that would be that. But, not the case. Alright. I'm having a tough time believing that we came all the way down here just for a rune arc. Heck, in hindsight, he'd even give like a smithing stone at the very least. You'd think we'd have gotten something more for our troubles. I mean, it looks like there might be a lower area. Ooh, hello. Ash of War, Rain of Arrows. Yeah. Boy, I have not been double-checking a lot of our pictures. Because, yeah, I totally forgot about this one. Red main painting. Boy, did we get the champion song one. Huh. Feel like I did, but maybe not. And the others are the old ones, so... I think basically if any of them, we probably just are missing the one from Volcano Manor. But okay, so that's probably the main area... Not that. Probably the main reason to come up here. Or come down here. Because yeah, I'm not seeing any other, like, access point here. The really quick, want to check this. Rain of Arrows, useful on all bows. Rain of Arrows, archery skill performed from a low stance. Right of the bow, then fire a burst of arrows into the sky to shower the enemy with projectiles. And honestly, seems pretty nice. If only we were using bows, but we kind of have our ranged options well in hand. In a way, there's an argument made that's like, maybe I should just stop trying to cast stuff in general, given, like, we have all these points in faith, but admittedly we're not really making a lot of use out of, like, our spells, because we have no catalyst thing upgraded all that much. But I kind of want to, like, hold off on upgrading those things until we kind of get a better catalyst. Okay, so still nothing here at the Church of Plague. I assume with Millicent basically on her journey that this area is going to remain relatively unused. But okay. Alright, there's a spaghetti monster. Okay, there's that statue. And initially I was thinking, it's like, why would it reveal itself if we can't get down there? Okay, we know that someone pops up here. Yeah, it's really hard to see a good path to get over there. I mean, it would have to be back at Fort Ferrith again and see if we can't look down the cliff once more? Alright. Which way is the cliff side here? Okay, hop the fence. Now we know there was a harpy this way previously. Yep, there they are. Yeah, let's try... Yeah, I gotta be careful over there too, because there's bats. And since we're in Dragon Burrow, we know that these particular bats can be quite hard-hitting. Yeah, like, the big issue coming over here is that we have, like, much greater verticality for falling to our death. And even if we were to fall down like those series of things, that's not looking like that's where the statue's pointing towards. I mean, maybe this way? Alright, definitely gonna have to take down this guy again. Like I said, these guys are pretty bulky here in Dragon Burrow. Alright, gotta be careful. Okay, can we stab him on the ground? Okay. Now the question is it guarding a path down? Boy, it does not look to be the case. I'm having a real tough time seeing... Okay. Okay. I think I see a path. In my defense, that seemed to be an invisible wall and a very early, like, death volume thing there, because I should have been able to hop kind of into that little nook. But it just, like, went immediately into camera falling to my death mode there. Though I am going to try again, even though we're kind of slowly gathering a healthy amount of runes. Didn't think that the harpy would attack so quickly. Alright. Could you not, good sir? Could you not? There we go. I think maybe... Alright, and then... You know, not as impressive as I was kind of hoping. There we go. I mean, not a bad amount of runes each go. But yeah, it's like... Shouldn't that be hoppable down there? Like right there. Yeah, it just does not want me to try and hop over there and then kind of go downward. Ah, this crypt is very particular. Peculiar. Both. Particular and peculiar. Alright, hop the wall. The big thing is, why would that statue... Can I backstab this guy? Dang, I was kind of hoping that it would send him falling. You know, I think the better part of valor here is to retreat. dead. I mean, maybe... Yeah, there's a statue. Like, there is also a bit of an underhang over there, too. Yeah, so I guess that might be the way. I mean, it is close to the statue itself, and I've always imagined that the statues would be accessible, like, from the statue to the crypt without needing to warp. Like, you wouldn't see something so far away that it would be like, well, you have to, you know, go to a different region. Though, I mean, it didn't seem to be the case, but looking from a distance there just now, it did seem like there was a bit of the, yeah, like maybe right there we can kind of hug inside. We did get our runes back. Yeah, we did. Cool. Yeah, like, trying to get over there. Nope. That was another invisible wall, so I don't think they want to, like, have people hopping down the cliffs, but there's nothing down below in Radahn's area. Boy, I'm getting flashbacks to the Moonlit Plateau last recording. In my head, I'm like, alright, you know, last recording was a bit boring, so I'm gonna try and make this one more exciting, and then I immediately have trouble actually getting anywhere good. I mean, if we're taking this thing at its, like, straight onward, that would be at the very, like, tail end of the beach. You know? I mean, alright, back into Star Scourge Radahn's thing, run there, and if we can't find it, we're gonna just move on. Like I said, I was hoping to actually do more tangible things this time around, but this crypt continues to evade me, which kind of makes me all the more curious on what's, like, inside it. I'm also kind of a bit curious of, like, what area would it be considered inside, Dragon Burrow or Khalid, in terms of, like, what difficulty to expect. But yeah, man, if it's anywhere, it's on the far end of this beach. Actually, we should turn on the lantern. We should maybe try also shackling near the walls over here too, in case it's maybe like an, you know, hidden behind an illusion. After all, it wasn't too far away from the Church of Plague that there was the that one crystal tunnel that was being hidden. Yeah, like it should be somewhere around here. Just judging straight on from where the thing was pointing towards. And I can see them trying to, like, tuck it inside here to the... somewhere in a bit of a nook. So we should try to go as far as we can along the shoreline. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is really far away from that statue. Alright, what type of place are we dealing with here? The War Dead Catacombs. Now the question is, what type of critters are we dealing with here? Are we dealing with the undead? Are we dealing with little gargoyles? Should make sure no secrets, even though that probably triggered potential traps. Ooh. Whoa. Why are people already fighting? Alright, magic grease. And I see no reason to interrupt them. So, I do want this glovewort. Okay, Grave Glovewort 6. And they all seem pretty hardy, so let them kind of wail on each other. Although I could see maybe there being a secret from, like, once they're all dead, something spawns, so... it might be that we need to put them down. Alright, Grave Glovewort 6. Oh, there's the statue with the lever. feel like I should shackle here, just in case. Okay, and this is, I think, where we came in from. So we could go to a lower level by that way, but we can also just go down here. Okay, so here's like where the boss is going to be. Alright, up over here. Oop. Oof. I thought I had rolled, but nope. I mean, it's not too bad. It's like their range or range 2. Oh, yeah. Shackle in case that somehow played a part in why they were fighting. Kind of want to keep my distance unless they decide to start targeting me. Okay, but we could avoid them this way. Yeah, because some of these guys, individually speaking, are ghostly versions of enemies that we've had to deal with before. Because, yeah, these are Radon people versus Millennia people. There, don't mind me. Huh? Oh, now it fires something. It was like firing nothing previously. Oh boy. Alright, cool. They're not going after me yet. So I guess gotta keep this up here. Not great. Whew. Oh, he can't, like, shoot his friend in the back. Alright, yeah, come down here. Alright. I'll take that. Ooh. Oh, come on. Try this on for size. It's better a bit, but drink. These guys are definitely of Dragon Burrow quality. There we go. Just took way more potions than I thought it would. Huh. Did I not pick up my ruins? Totally thought I did, but thought we had 10,000. We're down to 4,000 now. But I'm not seeing it on the radar either. Oh. I must have lost my runes at some point. Okay, what are we dealing with in there? It looks like a little gargoyle dude. It's a very odd chair over that way. Yep, little gargoyle dude. Mysterious statue. Odd chair just looking out of the window. I definitely also need to refill here. Yeah, I get the feeling that maybe it's better just to drop out this window. Yeah. There we go. Got old fisticuffs. Okay. Ooh. Alright, Smithing Stone 4. Get the feeling I should still be checking for secrets. Alright, Scarlet Rotten here. Alright, Silver Pickled Foulfoot. Okay, yeah, so this is the bottom of that area. Making sure we don't get shot by the guy over there. Oop, I can see he's moved slightly. Alright, just through here, I guess. I figure we can pull these guys a bit closer, or just kill them outright from a distance. Either one. Alright. You know what? Third spear. Oh, thought I heard something move. Okay, so this is just overlooking that statue we've already looked at before. Yeah, yeah. I don't like how resistance to, Oh, come on, man. There we go. Yeah, he was not wanting to get staggered. Yet again, even some of these basic guys definitely... It speaks to it being Dragon Burrow. Good, good. Alright, check our corners. Try that. This guy's definitely pushing how far he can go. Honestly. I might regret this, but... when in doubt, just flee! Run away! Huh. Seriously? Oh, because I know what to do. Okay. Ignore me, good sir. Here we go. I don't know if he can get down the window, but we are going to assume for now that he can't. Punching time. Oh. There we go. Oh, crap. Go. Oof. All right, not too shabby, even if we are not as good looking on health potions here. Oh. Okay. That is the eat a flame thing to the face. Ooh, okay. We're close to the lever. But I do want this. Ooh, Radon Soldier Ashes. Alright, not bad, given these guys are pretty good. Wow, okay, those two decided not to really join the battle, but okay. That's glove work. Yeah, not about to risk the advantage there. Whoa! I was not dodging for whatever reason. But I mean, the door should be open now. Do I forfeit 24,000 runes? I'm thinking I do. Well... Okay, actually, maybe I don't, because we know that, like, we can just kind of run through a lot of this. Yeah, I think basically keep on with this particular set here. Don't mind me, everybody. You keep doing... You keep doing you. Doing that too. Give some breathing space. Alright. Keep running. Okay, good. There we are. That at least keeps him down for right now. Cool. Alright. Got our ruins back. I'll admit to being a bit tempted by item down there, but... Ouch! Alright, run. Alright, Black Knife, you get another chance at proving yourself here. Ah, alright, future tree spirit. Okay. Oh, we got this. Like how much damage, basically, the Black Knife, single Black Knife thing did. We just gotta not take any damage, which takes me back. That's how it was way back before. I think our very first tree spirit when we were in that Khalid dungeon, when we really shouldn't have probably been, because we hadn't even done any of Limgrave really yet. It's like we've done the don't take any damage challenge before. Now the question is, do we get a bit of a, like, respite before it, like, bursts out of the ground again? Or is it just gonna be right here? Okay, no. You know, maybe I should just be blocking that rather than trying to dodge it. I don't think that's basically the trying to eat me up move. So we should be good to... Well, maybe block it. It might basically pour over and then still break the guard entirely, but I think it's worth a shot just trying to block. Alright, all of you keep doing your fighting. It's interesting that despite these guys are definitely, like, ghosts and whatnot, there's no beast eye quiver for undead. Okay. Dodge the initial, like, round of attacks. Ooh. Okay, should we go to try and stagger it? There we go. Kind of waiting for it to erupt. There we go. Yep. Saw that coming at the last second there, but it's already locked in. Yeah, given how much our Black Knife Summit is doing with their Black Knife, I wonder how our Black Knife would do. That might be better than trying to stagger it. Alright. Get at the Black Knife. Even though the Black Knife is slowly beginning to fall behind on upgrades. But that's because it's kind of like what I mentioned at the end of last time. Like, it's kind of on the border of being cut. I mean, it's a very good weapon, but I mean, like, we haven't gotten any of the DLC weapons yet. Like, I imagine at some point the DLC weapons, one of them's going to be very appealing. Okay. There we go. Alright, so far so good. Oh, no mana. Yep. Got guard broken as it swerved all about. But I mean, it definitely seems doable. Just a bit of a shame that the Black Knife's doing more damage than my Black Knife. But we could try mixing it up basically with our Fiery War Spear, since, you know, Flame seems to be the weakness to a lot of things with Scarlet Rot. Alright, Black Knife Tish. Run past the party going on. Yeah, don't look at me, good sir. Just ignore me. Go back to your eternal warfare. Yeah, the big thing will be trying to find a good time to actually stab them. Yep, got glommed. Boy, that kills me fast. Yeah, I guess I just got lucky last time, where basically didn't get glommed kind of right away. But this is nothing new to us, though, in terms of one hit, we died of a giant worm like this. Yeah, the first one we encountered, that was back in the Khalid Folk Hero dungeon? I remember it was past, like, lava. Or something deadly that I didn't want to go. Yeah, it might have not been lava, it might have been just been the crusher itself. It was a long way down, I remember. Alright, Black Knife, come on out. Up. This. Dang it. Yeah, figured that was coming next. Yeah, note to self. Need mana to actually do the thing and actually counter. Man, it's insane the power level of these things here in Dragon Burrow. Lantern on again. Black knife out. Almost fall off the cliff there and just lose my runes because... At the very least, basically, the war spear stab in the ground is pretty good. And when I was, like, prepping the previous recording, I had not noticed that when you stab this thing into the ground, it actually makes a sign of, like, 3 fingers, which is cool. It has, like, 2 long little things and kind of like a stubby middle one. Yep. Got a bit greedy there. I should have waited to confirm that it was going into the fire thing and that we were in a safe location. Man, it's that classic FromSoft Souls thing where it's like... The wiser strategy would be to abandon the runes that are, like, constantly being dropped, but... I keep basically forfeiting the very beginning of the battle to try and regain my runes. So it's like between regaining the runes and getting back the mana from casting the summon, it's like quite a bit of juggling going on. Alright. Looking good. Yeah, runes keep getting put further and further back here. Gotta admit, I almost dropped my shield there, but thankfully I did not. Alright, and then swirl. And it curls up. Oh, no fire, though. And of course... I forget my mana. And this bad. But Black Knife was already pretty much dead, and we had not done as much damage as we normally would be able to. Man, I'm relying on the shield a lot, so it's kind of like... Part of me is just... Go to the casting catalyst and maybe try to, like, get off some black flame. But that still feels very dangerous without the ability to block. Okay. Trying not to get caught up in those guys fighting. Alright, Black Knife, come on out. Okay, so in theory now... Oh yeah, no mana. Oh boy. Explosion. It's like, what you doing? Alright. I was doing that thing that got me way back in the day of like, slam, and I'm waiting for the second head slam, but it goes into a tailspin. But okay, I think this is a play. Like, to the degree where I'm kind of tempted to... Yeah, we're gonna swap the Godslayer seal and the Black Knife for right now. Okay, where are you, Godslayer seal? There we go. And then, Black Knife. Be up near the top. There we go. Yeah. That's more proper cleric-like. So it's definitely gonna take some getting used to things being reversed here. Please don't mind me. Please don't accidentally hit me. I'm also trying to recall where my runes would be. Are they going to be on the opposite side of the room, or are they going to be a bit closer? There they are. Alright, and then... Oh yeah, man up. Uh-oh. Whew, okay. Going to the fire breath. It's like, is it looking at me? Is it looking at them? There we go. Red Mane Knight Ogre, and a Golden Seed, and 64,000 runes. Well, for how hard he hit, that's actually not that many runes compared to some other bosses we've taken down. Let's see. Red Mane Knight Ogre. Spirit of a Mighty Knight, versed in the use of a great bow. A valiant warrior who will attack immediately after being summoned. The longest-serving member of the Red Mane Knights, Ogre studied techniques to manipulate gravity alongside Radon. May use rain of gravitational arrows in response to a war cry, but only once. War cry. I'm wondering if that's... I remember there being some ability that was like a rallying cry for people. And then see the two Radon soldier ashes. Both spirits wield fire weapons, perform powerful skills. Such as their valor that they will immediately attack after being summoned. General Radon soldiers were all reputed to be masterful warriors, and it was popularly said that the Red Manes knew no weakness. Alright. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Okay, doing good on time. I think the majority of the time was just trying to find this place to begin with. But alright, so that's taken care of. Huh. Why is this statue still here, though? Real quick to confirm. We're going to go back to the statue and make sure it turned off, because if it's still pointing the way, all previous statues have turned off once we've gotten to where they're supposed to be. I mean, it was pointing towards that particular crypt, but let's make sure it's not a bit of a false positive where we just happen to find another crypt in the same direction. Yep, nope, probably turned off. Okay, now it's gone. Cool. So you have to, like, come back to kind of confirm if something is there or not. Which does remind me. Let's go back to Jarburg to check on Jarboy, and then we can also check back in with Millicent up north. And Jarboy is still lingering. What up, Jarboy?
I'll begin my journey once I'm ready to go. As a warrior Jar, in search of glory.
Alright. So he's still trying to build up the confidence. And as for Millicent... Oh, okay, they're already showing her not being there anymore. I do wonder where her destination is, though. You would think it would be the Shaded Castle. Oh no, okay, she's still here. Just for whatever reason, not on the map.
If the arm serves well enough, it might be possible for me to wield a sword again. Perhaps then I can aid you in battle.
Alright. Okay. So, we've cleared most of Volcano Manor. Everyone is still chilling there. Yeah, I think it's about time that we move in... Oh! I was gonna say move in on the capital, but... There was the way back when I was told about... Gold Mask somewhere up around there. So, let's see... if we can't find this Gold Mask character. I'm curious what, if any, relationships he'll have to Silver Mask. Like, will they be at odds with each other, or are they both going to be on Team Mog? Just ignore all the worms. I thought I heard like an odd rumbling just now. And normally the worms don't do a rumbling. They have their kind of like crying, but... Okay, kind of veered a bit off away from the main bridge here. As we do recall there's a wind tunnel near the bridge. Here we go. We might need to dodge a couple of worms, but that should be doable. There it is. Okay, the question is he up here, or is he down below? Oh, alright. Well, this is somebody. Hey, and he's wearing the mask that we did pick up, and it was like gold mask. Yes? Yeah, I mean, that's the Erd Trio, right? Alright, Dragonborn Grease. Making sure he wasn't going to pull a Patches and try to, like, push me down. Okay, this is the Noble Gold Mask. I was like, did we just find a fan of him? But no, this is Gold Mask. Okay. Can't tell if that's a health flask or if that's something else. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think we stab it the old-fashioned way. Maybe a miracle? Protection of the Erd Tree. increases affinity damage negation for self and allies. A superior incantation of Erdtree worship. Increases damage negation for all affinities except physical, for both the caster and nearby allies. Hold to continue praying and delay activation. In the beginning, everything was in opposition to the Erdtree, but through countless victories in war, it became the embodiment of order. Okay. So, Erdtree had no allies initially until it conquered everything. Which, given the whole thing about, like either the Golden Order or someone coming in, writing a comment, and, like... I think that's, like, where the first Elden Lord's, like, lion that we've seen stuff show came from. Hey, Bach. Goodbye, Bach. So I wonder if, like, it's kind of like this is a Bloodborne style Elder God that kind of won? And kind of forged this world? But alright, let's see if we can't tell our friend here that we've located the noble golden mask.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
Tell the noble golden mask whereabouts.
Do you sport with me? From your description, it can be no other than the gold mask himself. Of course, I knew he would be close by. Bless the Golden Order and its benevolent rays. And to you too, my sincerest thanks.
Okay, yeah, there's no new incantations for us to learn.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
We talked to him again. Is it going to be like, I'm about to head out?
I will soon leave to join the noble gold mask. It is entirely thanks to you. You have my sincerest gratitude. May the Golden Order shine through you.
Alright. Obviously, we need to go back to Goldmask himself and see exactly if our friend has joined up with him, or Goldmask has moved on, or our friend has, like, just missed Goldmask. Or possibly nothing. Maybe basically we actually have to, like, complete a dungeon or beat a boss to kind of, like, trigger time passing, as it were. Because I can't tell if it's coincidence, but it does feel like that's the case for some NPCs, where, like, some activity needs to be done, usually a dungeon and or boss, that, like, then triggers them to go places. Okay, it should just be... Here we go. Alright, through the wormy woods. Does remind me, I did want to check out that windmill area previously, back when we were looking for a passageway north. Until we found that one door out of the capital that was suddenly just like, gotta go beat Morgoth. Which at some point we will do. That's our current kind of general heading. Hey, you two.
Ah, we meet yet again. Thanks to you, I have become acquainted with the noble gold mask himself, and taken my place by his side, as you can see. Have no fear. I will still teach you incantations as before, though we must do so quietly, such that we not disturb the great master's cogitation.
Steady. Ooh. We have Discus of Light, fires Ring of Light for the caster. One of the incantations of the Golden Order Fundamentalist produces a Ring of Light and fires it forward. The Ring of Light returns to its position close to the caster before disappearing. This incantation can be cast repeatedly. A gift from the young Miquella to his father, Radagon. Alright. Learn that real quick. And then, about the Noble Gold Mask.
The Master is always deep in contemplation, while I frantically attempt to record his wisdom, the movement of his finger. And though I am yet to comprehend even the daintiest morsel of his wisdom, I know that this is my life's calling. The Golden Order has bestowed me, talentless as I am, the great duty of documentarian.
Did that teach you any new spells I should learn? No, okay.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Yep, he's still just pointing away. It's alright, well, give those two some time to get to know each other and Maybe have our friend learn a few more incantations he can teach us. But alright. Creepy windmills. So obviously, one creepy windmill over here to the left. The last time we came across someone like this, there was a secret nearby. I forgot, can't really backstab these guys. There we go. We can hop out from the rock. There we are. Haima Glintstone Crown, Battle Mage Robe, Battle Mage Manchettes, and Battle Mage Leg Wraps. Okay. The Haima Glintstone Crown, one of the Glintstone Crowns bestowed upon Raya Lucaria scholars whose pursuits were deemed worthy, increases intelligence and strength to the detriment of FP. Scholars of the Haima Conspectica sought the power to quell conflict, and to this end studied the sorceries of Cannon Fire and the Gavel. The robe worn by scholars of the Raya Lucaria Academy, tattered from being worn on the battlefield. Whenever war broke out and the Academy sealed its gate, only Haima scholars dared venture outside. Seclusion is no way to foster discovery, it is only a convenient form of escape. Manchettes worn, alright. Yep, so the leggings and the manchettes have nothing more to say. Might as well get these 100 runes. Aw, why are they dancing over there? I mean, they all appear to be... I want to say either perfumers or Golden Order folk. Which I wonder... Well, I wonder a couple of things, because, like, why are there rats over this way? And does it have anything to do with the windmill? There we are. Get some health and mana back. There we go. I was like, there was something there trying to, like, allow us to pick it up, but I couldn't tell if it was loot from the rat or something else. West Windmill Pasture. Alright. More rats. Kind of funny how they all kind of came out to greet me like that. Hello. There we are. Oh, wasn't able to actually land the critical hit. Alright, Altus Bloom. Giant Rat Ashes. Summon 3 giant rat spirits. The rat spirits appear at a distance from the summoner, swarming upon their victim to start the fight. Even as spirits, these vermin seem to multiply endlessly. Enhancing these ashes can increase their number. Interesting. Oh, more of them. From a sheer numbers perspective, it's a bit tempting. But I don't know how much, like, good it would do in practicality. Alright, Golden Rune 1. And the funny part is that we can actually enhance, by default, our Renowned Ashes right now way better than we can other Ashes. Actually, that does remind me, we probably should take these runes and level up. We are kind of sitting on quite a few right now. Although... Okay, that's the Shaded Castle. Pardon me, I was just wondering if there'd be a spot of grace nearby we could utilize, so I don't have to go back to the very south bit of the Wormwood. I mean, there was that one that's on the other side of the bridge, but then we had to kind of cross the bridge and kind of like run all the way back here again, which would even be further. Besides, given the things that we fought in Dragonborough, we're probably more than capable of handling most things around this area until we find a spot of grace. Okay, what's up with this, like, random water body here? Usually, they don't really mean much outside of there's a spaghetti monster, but... I'm a bit curious about, making sure no secrets about. Don't see any. I want to see how powerful this is. Yeah, okay. I got pulled down from midair there. I was hoping that being in the air would stop that from happening. Okay. So far, nothing much special here. Dang it. I was hoping I'm going for a back critical hit here. There we go. I was figuring they count as a group, that we would get flashed back from that. Alright, need some butterfly. Oh yeah, just to show the three fingers thing. Yeah, see, it's like one down the middle, one left, and one right. So 3 fingers. I love that little detail. It's like trying to find a spot to snipe these guys. Listening to their festivities. Okay, Torrent should be able to get us up here. Okay, the East Windmill Pasture. As much as I want to believe that they are well-intentional, just, you know, villagers dancing, the fact we can target them, pretty certain they'll attack us if we get nearby. Ooh, okay. They just know where I am after that. Ooh, they're creepy looking. Alright, can I get a better look at any of these? Alright, festive garb altered. I mean, they look a bit more sane when dead. Human bone shard. Or human bone shard. Okay, can the clothing tell us anything about them? Ceremonial garb worn by dancers at the festivities in Dominula, the village of windmills. Faintly bloodstained. Okay. Quite frankly, kind of getting whoop, Resident Evil 4 vibes. Actually. I like how they interrupted each other all from exploding. Okay, at least 2 of them took each other out. Melted Mushroom, Twinned Knight Swords. Ooh, and Navy Hood, Noble's Traveling Garb, Noble Gloves, and Noble Trousers. So the implication, though, is that the dancers probably sacrificed the Noble? Alright. Twin Knight Swords. An attractive twin blade of fine make that prizes the chivalric way. Can be wielded with a single hand, but its true strength is unlocked with dual-hand spinning attacks. Skill Spinning Slash. Alright. Navy Hood. A hood cloaked of deep navy, worn by expatriated royalty. Increases mind. Such cloaks are gifted to those who departed on missions to faraway lands from which they would never return. But what choice did they have, having seen the guidance of grace? Noble's Traveling Garb. Traveling attire fashioned from metallic white silk thread, worn by expatriated royalty. A gift of such rare beauty, a royal wouldn't disgrace their illustrious heritage even if found dead in a ditch in the middle of nowhere while wearing such splendid raiment. Okay, and then same for basically the other bits. Honestly, it's not too shabby, but I'm assuming it's not really that great armor-wise. Which I go back and forth on, given that we've kind of been getting our... I was going to say our butt handed to us, but that was more like... we were dealing with Dragon Burrow level enemies. Honestly, what we should do is that once we get Faith up to 50, we should then start putting stuff back into the main 3 of health, vitality, and like the ability to carry stuff. Interesting though that no grace here, so I'm assuming there'll be grace closer to the primary windmill village. I could probably just take a peek. Alright, nothing down there. Okay, windmill number 3 coming up. There are rats in 1, festive people another, and beastmen. I think these are beastmen? The ones in distance are, but I don't recognize the one closest to me. Oh, it's just a dude. Alright, village windmill pasture. So it seems that the beastmen probably rounded up the normal dudes. And let's try to get the high ground. Oop. There we go. Okay, so that's the one here. Raw meat dumpling. Alright, 1, 2, and 3. The other guy's gonna come investigate. Yeah, 4 for this one. I don't think we caught him as unawares as the other one. Alright, Arteria Leaf. Feel a bit bad for the one regular dude near the fence that we took out when we didn't know what we're dealing with, but it is what it is. Bit strange that not a bit better gains to be had here. No unique armor, no unique summon. But maybe this counts as like part of the village proper. Oh, also windmills further south, a bit away from the village itself. Is there an easy enough way to get down there? Yep, alright, cool. We can come and go as we please. Huh. Okay, so we can't interact with the wreath on the door. Although, just in case any secrets, do like why it's actually dressed up. Another wreath on the door. Alright, another festive person. Oh, okay, they actually dropped something. Oh, alright. They are aware of my position as I throw stuff into a wooden, like, pillar. I do enjoy the RE4 vibes here. Just old, weird, possessed grannies with, like, meat hatchets. That one has like a skull bludgeon of some sort. But okay, let's see what the one outside the village dropped. I'm pretty certain I probably got the seed from this tree down here, but just in case. We shouldn't take golden seeds for granted. Yeah, okay, not seeing anything. But okay, so is this like the proper way to get into the village? And do we cap off our health knowing that we're potentially about to get it back? I think so. There we go. Okay, so we came from basically this side initially. I'd imagine there would be a spot of grace somewhere in this, like, little area. Okay, that's just a regular dead body. And it doesn't appear to be the work of the Three Fingers. Like, the people seem crazy, but not in a frenzied sort of way. Okay, and that's the one that we came from before, so... Oh, there we go. Dominilla, Windmill Village. And I like all the pretty flowers. But alright, definitely need to level up. Alright, level up. Alright, 2 more bits to get Faith to 50. Then we can cast that really good spell. Actually, should make sure there was no talk to maiden option, right? Okay, yeah. And they're not exactly the most threatening of enemies, but that's kind of the creepy fun about them. They're just like old ladies having a grand old time. Eek, I hear a festive melody. No, no, don't skin me. My hide is filthy, I swear. Okay. So they have a celebration and then skin people? Potentially alive? I kind of wonder if this has maybe some of the work of the God Slayers? Given that they kind of wear, like, They wear hide. Whether it's human hide or not is kind of a different question. But they are also usually garbed as, like, nobility. And the previous ones basically were, like, you know, in the fiery pit there was that noble attire. It's just so jolly. It's infectious. Ooh, okay. There we go. I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be a boss here or not. Like, I feel like there has to be something that's driving these people to be the way they're being. Like some sort of, like, god or goddess of flowers, or, you know, maybe just general dryad-style creature. Hello, eagle. Okay, eagle's not really guarding anything important. Part of me wonders, is like, was I supposed to kill the eagle? But generally don't kill the wildlife if I don't got to. That's true for basically all the open world sandbox games. Alright, Rune Arc. Just shields up in case there's a wolf around here. Alright, Gold Rune 5. Okay, not seeing anything down here. I mean, I definitely need to go down there. Alright. Couldn't tell if they're doing anything special or not. But okay. What are the eagles guarding? Should be safe to fall down, I think. Cool. 100 runes. I was thinking I might just, like, shove it off by accident down the abyss, but thankfully was not the case. Celebrant Skull. Okay, the cool bone mace they have. Oh, and an arterial leaf. Yeah, I should probably shackle down here just in case there's like a secret entrance to the village or something. But alright, Celebrant Skull. Large bludgeon, decorated with flowers and many-colored fabrics. Ceremonial tool used by dancers during the festivities of Dominila, Windmill Village. The striking end is a skull too large in size to be human. Grants trace amounts of runes on landing attacks. Oh. Skill, Barbaric Roar. I mean, like, there's part of it being like, oh, cool, you get runes for attacking, but you just know it's going to be like 1 rune per attack with a, you know, slower mace-type weapon. Like, in theory, you could probably get a lot of runes eventually, but it definitely seems probably more trouble than it's worth. Alright, trying to lure more dancers down, although I think... yeah, I should check over here. Okay, I think it's just a regular skull. There we go. Didn't mean to throw that extra one out there, but whatever. Alright, what do you have, good sir? Alright, a holy proof dried liver. And I'm trying to think if we know of anything outside of, like, maybe Mogwin that be associated with, like, this, like, pinkish color. Like, one could argue that it's, like, red, but this doesn't seem like Mogwin. There we go. It's like higher and higher. Okay, treasure there. I went in for the power block, but alas, didn't quite work out. Okay. Probably good not the top of 1 mana. Alright. What do we have over here? Oh, Stormhawk Feather. Man, I won't say no to it, given that we don't really kill the birds to kind of farm those, but it's not also a particularly rare treasure to get. Oh, hello. This seems slightly dangerous to be jumping back here. I do wonder if there's going to be a boss at the end of this road or not. Whether it's just going to be kind of a little vignette, as it were. Not quite a dungeon, but more kind of like a story, open world, semi-dungeon. I mean, they call us bleed, and I guess they do flay. That could be related to Mogwin. Alright, lightning grease. Cool, I can make the shot. Can't make that shot. Oh, maybe this shot, though. And we're getting higher and higher. And there's a stake, so I get the feeling there's going to be a boss. Which I guess is pretty similar to the Albernac village earlier, where there was that one boss like near the fire pit. Alright, Golden Ruin 3. And we need to drop down to get this treasure over here. Although we'll take a full glance around here. Okay, I think we drop down, get the treasure. Alright, Exalted Flesh. I'm trying to recall if the Exalted Flesh had any sort of, like, you know, just delicacy in the Badland. Okay. So nothing connecting to, like, which of the major faction players, like, you know, a feast for followers of Mogwin or something, but no. I feel like I should prime a summon here. Here we go. Yep, Godskin Apostle. Did I call it, or did I call it the moment that I saw the whole flaying people? mana. Not good, given that this is like, yep, the previous one goes into Super Saiyan mode. Mine actually hit. Aha! I do enjoy their song. And get some distance. Mana. There we go. Enemy felled. Godskin Peeler. Scouring Black Flame. There we go. More my God Killer incantations to use. 28 Faith. Sweep area before caster with Black Flame. Ooh, is this the combustion version of it? And Godskin Peeler. Not usable because 22 dex, but unique twin blade wielded by Godskin Apostles, characterized by its disturbing design. One end features a sickle for slicing attacks, while the other boasts a winding spike for boring into flesh. Much skill is required to wield this weapon due to its asymmetric nature. Skill, Black Flame Tornado. Spin armament overhead and then plunge it into the ground to summon a raging vortex of black flames. Hold the great initial flame tornado while spinning the armament. Alright. Almost tempted to kind of get the 2 extra deck set. Like, it's not the first weapon that we've kind of been just slightly short to be able to cast. Alright, what do we have up here? Okay, Windmill Heights. Probably a good idea to look around first to see if anything. Kinda curious, like... Okay. No seemingly way to interact with a windmill, but I'm always reminded of that one windmill in Dark Souls 2 that you could use your torch to burn. That then basically revealed a like hidden passageway. I want to say, but I'm not seeing anything as obvious as that this time, but, you know, secrets are secrets for a reason. Because they're secret. Okay. I do wonder what the overall lore is for the God Slayers. It's like, given that basically from early on we were kind of like playing around with some of the God Killer stuff, and, you know, first started putting more faith in to try and get up to this God Slayer incantation thing that we have. So it definitely seems like a faction kind of aligned with our history so far. Especially given the abyss nature of the Black Flame magic in general to the Dark Souls games. Alright. There we go. And... Flask recharge, human bone shard, golden ruin, more human bone shard. Oh, gold firefly. Not exactly the treasure I thought would be at the end of the road. Firefly that gives off the golden light, material used in crafting items found near bodies of water close to minor Erd trees. The light of fireflies is believed to have an alluring magic. Golden light is considered to invite ruins. Okay. I wonder about that watchtower right over there. Alright, just make sure that we plundered everything here in this village. Oh yeah, how many runes? Okay, we didn't get a lot of runes from the God Slayer. So if anything, I kind of wonder if the intention is that you kind of like take down that guy before the ones that we took down over in the Divine Tower of Khalid. There we go. I noticed I had landed on that previous skull, and I was like, that's probably an easier way to try and get the Golden Rune 1 out of those. Yeah, but it's like, why the God Slayer all the way out here? I mean, I guess the title alone invites a lot of imagination, like God Slayer. It's just like, okay, so at some point they went around slaying gods? Alright, level up. Oh yeah, no, we can't level up, but memorize spell. What to give up for the new... Maybe the Black Flame Blade. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, even though it's like, Black Flame Blade is nice. But I mean, Electrify is good, Poison's good, because we already have like Black Flame from the actual Black Flame spells now. Yeah, okay. Oh. Didn't expect her to be here.
Ah, we meet yet again. The arm you gave me truly is a thing of wonder. It feels just like my own. Even handling a sword. Perhaps it is foolish to say this to you of all people, but I am sure of my skill with the sword. Thus, I would have you call upon me in battle, should you ever have the need.
Oh, I thought I would get, like, summon ashes from her for that.
I would have you call upon me in battle, should you ever have the need. It is the only way that I can express my thanks.
I mean, are you going to give me a method to do that?
I would have you call upon it is the
Okay. It's like, questions are a bit raised. It's like, if I rest, is she... Yeah, okay, she's gone now. How mysterious, Millicent. How mysterious indeed. But okay, let's quickly give the Scouring Black Flame a go. Okay. Slower than I thought, because it's not the spell I thought it was, but that's actually still not bad. Kinda want to give it a quick test drive on these guys down here. Shorter range or verticality was a thing there. Alright, Human Bone Shard. It's interesting that it doesn't seem to actually like aggro them. I would like that loot in the event that it's more of their armor. Okay, it is, but not beyond the actual guard that we got. Alright, quickly we're going to check out this little thing here, and then we'll go ahead and wrap things up for the day. Okay, the 3 windmills, the village itself. I really am curious about like which path Millicent is taking that we kind of encountered her here of all places. And her whole thing of like, you know, call on me when you want. I'm like, well, I don't know how. I need like a bat signal for Millicent. A Millicent signal. Alright, watchtower. Yeah. makes sense since we're approaching the capital that there would be defenses. Whew. It's like run, 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 run. I don't know if I'm in proper safety now or not. And if anything, I should maybe disarm whoever is piloting those. Ooh. Oh, okay. He seemed more spectacular when he started glowing like that. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, leather draped tabard. Tabard? Alright, no more of that. Alright, one catapult down. Two catapult down. Alright, with that, we should be able to approach up on that hill for that watchtower. Alright. Dun-ba-dun. What do we have here? Alright, hello men. Okay, going to room 9. Looks like potentially either a somber smithing stone or an ash of war. Ash of War? Lightning Slash. There we go. Alright. Okay, we have someone on horseback. And they're giving us the option to summon. You know what? We will do slime, since it takes health. That's it, you're not gonna block. I mean, A for effort there. Did my slime really just stick around for barely anything? There we go. Run along now, horse. Yeah, how very strange that my slime is just like, alright, I'm done. Given that the summoning statue is just like right here. And take down both of these guys so we can get kind of a better potential access point to this tower, if it's even doable. Yeah, because given it's a bit out of the way, you'd think there would have been something a bit more something up here. It's like, alright, someone loaded this up. No, you don't. There we go. Golden Rune 1. Okay, Leather Tabard. Yeah, I'm a bit sad that Millicent didn't give us ashes to summon her, otherwise I would have upgraded her. Alright, what do we got? Highway Lookout Tower. Oop, hello. There we are, kind of recover some health. Okay. I'd also like to get this. Okay, Golden Arrow. Okay, good. Hindsight. Alright, they didn't drop anything. Alright, Hefty Beast Bones. I can't recall if I got any golden seed from over there, so we should probably make sure to try and grab that. Because I did not notice it on the, getting over here. Alright, if this is like any of the other... If this is like any of the other watchtowers, then there should be treasure at the top. Da-da-da-da. There we go. Great bow, great arrow, great arrow. Alright. Simple, but you know what? It's a new thing, so I'm okay with that. Alright, go down another level. Alright, nothing around here. Okay, gotta remember, head for that. That said, I don't think we can drop down safely, so we gotta take the long way. Grab that golden rune. This looks kinda safe. There we go. I'm pretty certain I disarmed this particular catapult, but just in case. Cool. Alright, golden seed. There it is. I must have lost track of it again. And I think that's the either second or third golden seed we've gotten today. Okay, not seeing much else special here. And since we cleared this doorway, we might as well see if there's a grace point inside the capital from this direction. It'd be a pity to come all this way and not actually touch a spot of grace that we've potentially earned. I'd almost figured that there'd be a boss here like there was at the other door, but... And to a degree it makes sense that there's not. Ooh, okay. Alright, well, there's grace up here. Way more of a battle than I thought there would be, especially given that these look like giant arrows. Capital outskirts. So tapping that. Okay, so I'm fully inside the main walls. I guess I haven't been to that minor Erdtree. Huh. I mean, they say there's a minor Erdtree that way, but normally they'd be a lot more visible from here. Glancing. Ah, no, we do need to wrap things up here. So, alright. We got that. Probably go check back in with Gold Mask real quick to see if maybe any new incantations, given that he had the Ring of Light. Which in hindsight, I wonder if I should equip that or not. It's like most of our equipment's historically been weapon enchantments and utility spells, but as we've been upgrading our catalyst, it just kind of makes sense that more and more spells are now viable as, like, offense. And given how long it takes to cast it, I'm still kind of tempted to just kind of swap off the double lightning spear thing, but the fact that it was like a boss spell just makes me think it's like supposed to be really good, though. Okay, these two look like they're still same old, same old.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
Okay, so nothing new. That's for you, good sir. Whoop. Okay. Good thing I didn't have anything offensive. I was just trying to basically talk to him, but I hit square instead of triangle. That definitely gave me a start. Alright. Just taking a look at where we should head next time. Thinking we take the main procession path up. Because we've kind of depleted most other things in the general area. Outside of, like, maybe right there? I don't think this is really anything. And I guess it can't hurt to take a quick look. I mean, if it's anything, it'd be like a ruin of the basement. But I don't even think it's that. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there's a spot of rock in the middle of a camp here. Can't remember if I pillaged this camp before or not. There we go. Alright, Leyndell Knight Helm. Ouch. Double ouch. Oh. I am trapped. Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna need those ruins back. Alright, Stick of Marika. It's like I'm not about to forfeit nearly 49,000 bits of ruin. I should probably take out this guy first. Didn't really mean to take down the horse like that. Well, now that he's without a horse and we have a horse, there we go. Question is, did I pillage this camp previously? Just rampaging through the camp looking to see if there's any treasure I can't abscond with. What do we have over here? Alright, turtleneck meat. I guess we'll take that. Alright, then let's drop combat and flee, because we were just kind of checking. Whoa. I mean, what are you guarding, good sir? Alright, a perfume bottle. Yeah, not really much reason to take down these guys. Alright, just gotta drop combat. It's like ride far enough away. Alright. Back to the round table. And yeah, we don't have enough to upgrade. Wait, no, we don't have enough to level up, but we have enough to upgrade. There we go. That's a bit curious. Is Storm Girl, maybe have it progressed at all?
In this ash, it reminds me.
I'm also a bit curious about maybe a Dung Eater, but I feel like we should probably upgrade anything we want to upgrade before we talk to him. Which, yeah, what can we upgrade?
I took you for no matter. Lay out your arms then.
Alright, strength and armament. Okay, this is using Smithing Stone 3. Ooh, we can actually upgrade our pike. Alright. So plus 21. Plus 22. 23. Do we upgrade our war spear a bit more? I mean, definitely the Godslayer seal. Yeah, it's a shame that basically we don't have any Smithing Stone 3 right now. Yeah, I mean, we still need to go through 3, 4, and 5 where it's even at the level of Castus, so we are probably safe to level up the Castus for right now. I mean, we do use this quite a bit. And it is scaling off our faith. I mean, Dex more than faith, but still. Yeah, we can probably afford to use the Somber Smithing Stone 8. And a 9. Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. Okay, so something tells me plus 10 is the cap for the round stuff. That puts it in line with the summons. Do I want to put anything into the Black Knife, though? I'm still thinking no.
Greeting, are you here for spirit?
Okay. I mean, I feel like we should definitely upgrade Jar Puppet. He's kind of like fallen by the wayside a bit, so... Yeah, maybe... Yeah, at the very least at the plus 6, so... 1, 2... And then we buy a, 5 and 6 of the Ghost Skull of Wart. Ba-dang! I also do wonder what, if any, of the other items here, because I'm kind of tempted for, like, some of the Somber Smithing Stones. But alright, we need at least 5 and a 6. I'm erring towards this for the ability to upgrade the that one katana when we can actually start using it, so... Alright. Yeah, these are infinite, right? Yeah, okay. And we are holding... like, 21 of these, so maybe we just buy... I mean, honestly, we can probably just buy them on demand. We don't really need to use them yet, though it is an investment. Well, the argument is that investment could be better worth on these. I had to think about that. I also do keep wondering, I mean, like, I feel like that's definitely paying for itself. If anything, Assassin's Cerulean Dagger, maybe we swap off. Because I'm debating on, like, we swap out the Black Knife, we put on the Dragon Scale Blade. Double checking. Yeah, that's 19 Arcane, so we can't really be wearing that at any point. Gargoyle Twin Blade. Godskin Peeler is kind of tempted, but we would need the 22 Dex for that. And most of the other katanas we can't really use, except for the Dragon Scale Blade. And Ice Lightning is definitely kind of a good combination. Yeah, let's put that on. Swap out the Cerulean Dagger for what we've used before of, like, increased weight capacity. Yeah, and then we can probably upgrade this and kind of give it a whirl. I think that's a good plan. We're going to upgrade that right now, and then we're going to talk to Dung Eater, because I don't know if his story is progressing anywhere. He definitely seems to be potentially just PvP related, given that he's a red shade, but we don't know that for sure.
Back already, no matter.
Alright, strength and armament. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because I imagine with this one, we'll probably be using it normally. Oh, we can't actually, like, swap it to being a two-hander here, since no combat allowed at the round table. And we're still sitting on quite a few runes. I would prefer to kind of drain a bit here. So, yeah, we're going to do, at the very least, that. And then, you know what? Yeah. Okay, I think that's good. Can't remember if this body was in front of Dung Eater before or not. Oh. Can we use our, I can't tell if this is someone that we're supposed to recognize or not.
I asked you not to disturb me. Be thankful of the hold serenity. It is all that keeps your death and defilement at bay.
Alright, yeah, still says nothing to say. Okay. I do wonder when he's gonna start kind of acting. Whether we come back to the hold at some point and we get attacked. Because wait, yeah, now think about it. The hold's supposed to have no combat, but obviously that one time we came back and Gideon's man attacked us. To which Gideon claims no, you know, input on that, but still.
What is it?
Okay, so still nothing there. Alright. Think we're looking good. Let's go ahead and wrap things up here. Rest at the Lost Table. No new options here. Nope. And yeah, next time basically we'll take the Royal Pavilion up into the capital itself. I mean, I think we've kind of drained all other places for now. I should probably double check to make sure that in the underneath area we've kind of depleted everything, but I think we have. Because at most we know that the area near the you know, where the royal seat of the Prince of Death, that basically just goes up into the capital. So all roads right now lead into the capital. Which basically, we should take down Morgoth, and then with Morgoth the door should open. We should have access then to the lands beyond, which I'm very curious about all that stuff, because, again, the Erdtree's at the capital. And that's kind of our destination. So, what's going to happen when we kill Morgoth? Or Morgoth, or whatever his name is. I'm very curious about that. But, alright, all that can wait until next time. So, until then, later.